We are here in Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And I hope you're hungry because today we are trying all of the specialty food. I'll fill you in on all of the must-try snacks and ones you should probably skip. This is your ultimate foodie guide to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is time for another Halloween season here at Disney World, and as per usual, we have some very interesting menu items for the party. Now, all of the food that I tried today is going to be exclusive to the event, meaning you could only get it with a ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And unlike previous years, a lot of the restaurants around the park are closing before the party ends. I've got a link in the description with all the menus and restaurant closing times, so definitely make sure to take a look at that so you don't miss something you really wanted to try. They start selling food at the party at 7 o'clock, and our first stop is going to be the Liberty Square Market. Here at the Liberty Square Market, I actually picked up two treats, the Jack Cake Pop and the Sally Cake Pop. They only sell these cake pops at the Liberty Square Market until 8:30 when the market actually closes, and then once they do close, they move them right next door to Sleepy Hollow, so you still have a chance to get them once the market closes. We're gonna start by digging into the Jack Pop first. This is actually a chocolate fudge brownie with marshmallow filling, and then it's topped with a chocolate piece. Now this sounds really good to me, and you know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of, I think it's called like a ring ding, one of those like pre-packaged snacks. Is it by Hostess? I think it's by Hostess. That's what it kind of reminds me of just by looks. But I think it's really cool, and it was only around like $5, so I think that's like a pretty good value because this is big, and this is a hefty cake pop here. Like this is gonna be easily shareable, but I can't wait to dig in. Sounds pretty good. And you know what? That's exactly what it reminds me of, but honestly, better. Because I prefer a brownie, I think, to like a chocolate cake. And the brownie itself is rich, and then it's covered in that like chocolate fudgy kind of filling, making it even more richer. The filling there is orange, so it stays on theme. The one thing I do wish though, is that there was a little more of that marshmallow filling, because there really isn't that much. Like I took another bite to see if there was like a little bit more hiding inside, but yeah, there's really not that much of that marshmallow filling. I could use a little bit more, but yeah, I'd say this is pretty good. I think we're off to a really good start. If you're looking for like a chocolatey treat here at the party, I would get this again. To follow up our Jack Pop, we've of course got the Sally Pop. This has yellow cake with raspberry filling, and then it's topped with a chocolate piece. If you're getting the Jack Pop, I feel like you also gotta get the Sally Pop. You have to get both here, and I like that they have an option for chocolate lovers and people who might not like chocolate. And while I do like chocolate, I always really like a dessert with like a fresh fruit filling. So I have a feeling I might even like this one more than the chocolate one. What I'm gonna be looking for with it though is that it has enough of that raspberry filling. So let's see. Okay, that one is definitely way softer than the chocolate brownie one. I was not expecting it to fall off the stick there, but the cake is so good in that. It has such a great vanilla flavor, and it's so soft and moist. I love the cake in this one. Same issue, except there's even less filling in this one than there was in the chocolate one. There is not nearly enough filling in this one. I actually tasted no raspberry whatsoever, and this one is so soft. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a mess, but I wanna get another bite. I wanna taste some of the raspberry in here, you know? Oh my gosh, when you get the raspberry in there, that is so good. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like an Italian rainbow cookie, which I absolutely love. So I have to say, even like with the lack of filling, I think these are both really, really good, and I would get them both again. So we're off to a great start. But if I had to pick one, even though there's like barely any raspberry filling, I think I'm going with the Sally. I think this might be good because a lot of the times at these like holiday parties, I don't really find that many good treats. So I'm really happy that the first two that we're trying are really good. Man, I can't believe how good this is. It's like an Italian rainbow cookie, or like one of those Italian cookies where it's like the shortbread cookie with the raspberry filling in the center. I love those cookies, so I really love this cake pop. As we were eating our cake pops, I think someone is about to come out next to us. Someone as in a character. I don't know who, though. It's a mystery. They just waved him out. Who will it be? Oh, it's Max. Huh. Whoa. What a nice little surprise. I was not expecting that at all. All right. Well, we're on to the next. And stop number 2 is actually going to be Sleepy Hollow. But this year, they have finally taken my arch nemesis. Those wings are off the menu. If you guys have watched my video the last 2 years, you know how much I did not enjoy the wings that they served there. I don't even remember what they were called. I am just totally scarred, but I'm happy to report that maybe they listened to me, but there are no longer wings on the menu. Instead, we've got a couple of other things, and I've got 2 of them here to try. Before it melts, we've got to dig into this pumpkin spiced funnel cake sundae. It's actually a pumpkin funnel cake topped with pumpkin gelato, whipped cream, pumpkin spiced caramel, marshmallow pumpkins, and sprinkles. I believe in previous years, they always had a pumpkin waffle sundae here. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what they used to have, but now we've got a pumpkin funnel cake. And what really intrigued me about that is that it says it's a pumpkin spiced funnel cake. So I'm led to believe that this is not just a regular funnel cake flavored funnel cake, and that it should actually taste like pumpkin spice. Because if it was just like regular funnel cake, I'm not sure if I would get it, but I hope it's flavored like pumpkin, because that sounds really good. But let's dig in here, see if we could get a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of that funnel cake there. I don't know, did I get the right accoutrement to dig into this? A fork? I guess so, because that's how we got to get the funnel cake. I don't know, I hope it's good. We shall see. We've got a ton of toppings on here, a lot of that caramel. Our ice cream is melting, but I feel like the ice cream is going to be even better as it melts into that warm funnel cake. I'm getting a really strong gingery kind of flavor, but I can't tell if it's from the ice cream or the funnel cake. So I want to try each of them on their own. First, the ice cream with a fork. Definitely a strong ginger flavor from that ice cream, and I'm not sure if I like it. Now the funnel cake, which I can't break off a piece. There we go. I don't think that's a pumpkin spiced funnel cake, guys. I think they lied to us. Yeah, that is most definitely just a regular funnel cake. But it tricked me at first because they've got some of that pumpkin caramel on it. So it kind of disguises it as a pumpkin spiced funnel cake a little bit at first. But they're not fooling me here. I tried the funnel cake just on its own. That is just a plain old funnel cake with a scoop of pumpkin ice cream on it. That's not that great. Yeah, there's something off about this ice cream here. I just keep eating it because I love pumpkin flavored things, so I wanted to love it. And actually, this is the first pumpkin flavored thing that I'm eating of this season. So I was really hyped to kind of try this out. It's really not doing it for me. So unfortunately, it's cute, it's on theme, and I like all the sprinkles and the pumpkin decor, but it's a miss for me. Sleepy Hollow still has one more chance to impress me though for this party with the creepy kimchi corn dog. This is a hand-dipped corn dog rolled in malt vinegar and scallion with Hades relish and kimchi mayo dipping sauce. Now, I'll tell you what's creepy. Definitely the color of this relish here. Disney loves to use this Hades relish. I believe they used to use it on the hot dogs over at Casey's Corner for some Halloween hot dogs, but I guess they've brought it over to Sleepy Hollow now, and we've got a new corn dog. I love the corn dogs at Sleepy Hollow. I'm just like holding this corn dog. I could use it as like a microphone here, but I love the corn dogs at Sleepy Hollow. They are hand dipped and they are so good. And I always say that I think the corn dogs at Sleepy Hollow are actually better than the corn dogs over in Disneyland, which I know is a hot take. So I'm expecting to like this because I also love like salt and vinegar chips. So I'm hoping that's the kind of vibe it gives. So let's take a bite and see. Corn dog itself, great. I just love the Sleepy Hollow corn dogs because I feel like the portion of batter to dog is perfect. The dogs here are really thick and that cornbread batter is so crispy. And I've got to say, all of the toppings that they've kind of got on this corn dog here really transforms it into a different flavored kind of corn dog. It doesn't just taste like the regular Sleepy Hollow corn dog. It really does give it a different kind of flavor. I definitely get a little bit of a kick, and you get a little bit of a sour sweetness from that relish as well. You're definitely getting those salt and vinegar kind of vibes, and as I'm kind of eating a couple more bites here, I'm realizing that maybe the flavor I'm tasting isn't so much of spice, and maybe it's more of like extreme saltiness. That is potentially the case here. It's definitely enjoyable. I still think I would prefer just like a regular plain Sleepy Hollow corn dog to the one with all of these toppings here. I would just prefer like a plain corn dog with loads of mustard on it to this. But it's enjoyable and it's fun. Just not sure if I would get it again, you know? Everyone is starting to line up for the first parade, which actually starts at 8:15 this year, but you guys know me. We are on our way to grab some more food. I think we're actually gonna hit up the Golden Oak Outpost next. On our way, we'll look at these guys from afar. I think these are one of the coolest characters you can see at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The hitchhiking ghosts right above the Country Bear Jamboree. How cool is that? We can't stop for too long. We're on a mission. So Golden Oak Outpost is our next stop, and it seems like a lot of people had this place in mind as well. They've got a lot of popular menu items this year, and I feel like a lot of people are here in particular for the new cookies and cream beignets. And that's what I'm here for, as well as the rest of the menu, because a lot of it sounds really good actually. But take it from me, do not be like me. I didn't realize until I had already stood in line and I was like 4 people away from ordering. They actually have mobile order at Golden Oak Outpost during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I didn't realize it because they don't have mobile order there during the day. At least I don't think. So yeah, you can actually mobile order during the Halloween party at Golden Oak, and I think you might need to because the line, at least for the first night, quite long for these beignets. Speak of these beignets, let's start with them. These are the beignets from Beyond. They are apparently light, sweet, and fluffy beignets with powdered sugar and chocolate cookie crumbs served with cookies and cream cheese dipping sauce. Now you guys may know, my favorite Disney snack of all time are the cookies and cream beignets that they have every Halloween season over at Port Orleans French Quarter. They are Mickey beignets coated in cookies and cream powdered sugar, and they are just the most delicious sweet treat ever. I seriously like crave them every single year, and they've come back for like 3 or 4 years now. They just dropped today, and I cannot wait to go over to Port Orleans and grab them. But for now, these cookies and cream Mickey beignet dupes from Golden Oak Outpost, we'll see how they stack up. These are like my most anticipated item of the day because I love those beignets so much from Port Orleans, so I'm really curious here. We've got to go for a dunk in our cookies and cream cheese here. So I feel like this is going to be a little bit different because I don't know if it's like a cookies and cream powdered sugar or just like a cookies and cream frosting dip. And I'm not usually a big fan of the beignets from Golden Oak Outpost, so I'm not really sure how these are going to be. These beignets tonight are actually nice and hot and fresh. I attribute that to the very long line and the amount of people that are wanting to get these. So they're actually pumping them out quite frequently. So they're hot and fresh. They're so hollow on the inside that it just tastes like I'm biting like crunchy dough and then air. And it's just like a regular Tiana beignet with plain powdered sugar. And they say there's chocolate cookie crumbs on top of these beignets, but I mean, you guys are seeing what they're calling chocolate cookie crumbs. You can't taste them whatsoever because there are barely any, and they've just dyed regular powdered sugar purple. So these really just taste like regular beignets. Now, the dipping sauce is good. It's a cookies and cream cheese. So I really enjoy that dipping sauce. And I think that is obviously the only thing that makes these beignets here stand out from the regular Tiana beignets that they serve, like, you know, that they serve during the day. But yeah, these just aren't like great beignets to begin with. So the only thing that is good is this frosting here. So if I had to pick a sweet treat of the day so far, I would not get these again, and I would go for those cake pops instead. I think both those cake pops that we had earlier in the day are far better than these beignets here. They just don't have enough distinct flavor for me. If you want cookies and cream beignets, please go to Port Orleans French Quarter. If you are here for the Halloween season, you have to go to Port Orleans French Quarter and try these cookies and cream Mickey beignets. I cannot recommend them enough. If you try them, you will know what I'm talking about. They are so good. We'll switch it up to savory from here at Golden Oak Outpost. We've got the Cajun crawfish and sausage poutine. These are waffle fries topped with Cajun-inspired crawfish, andouille sausage gravy, and cheese curds. Now, I was really excited to see these on the menu because I feel like it's really unique and different, and I like crawfish, I like poutine, and I love like waffle fries, so I feel like this is a interesting kind of combination. Now, it is a little sketchy to be eating like crawfish out of a quick service stand in the Magic Kingdom, I must admit, but it looks decent here. We've got a bunch of cheese curds. These waffle fries here look good, decent. That one just had a little bit of the gravy and sausage and crawfish drippings, and it had a great Cajun kind of flavor. So now let's dig in and get a little bite with everything. Oh, this waffle fry in the center is really soggy, so let's get one from the outside that's a little more crisp. Oh yeah, a big chunk of crawfish on there. You guys see that? I'd like to see that. You know what? I actually really, really like this. The cheese curds, that's the first thing I tasted. They're big cheese curds, and like I said, there's a lot on here, and they're so bouncy. I just love the texture of a cheese curd, so no surprise, I love them. And that andouille crawfish, whatever they got on there, the flavor of that is really good. It's kind of in like a tomatoey stew, and it reminds me almost like of a tomatoey kind of gumbo. You know, I was like, this sounds like something I would enjoy, but I was a little sketched out. Like I said, coming from like a quick service stand in the Magic Kingdom. But I have to say, savory wise, this is the best thing. I think this is only like the second savory thing I've eaten tonight, but I really like this. Come over here. I've got a New Orleans friend joining us for our poutine here. Will, you just tried the poutine too?
Yeah.
And you liked it?
Yeah, like very surprisingly liked it.
And this is from someone straight out of New Orleans, so...
Yeah, Louisiana native here.
You guys heard it here first. Come get the poutine.
Exactly.
Let's wash down that surprisingly delicious poutine with this hot honey lemonade. This is Minute Maid Premium Lemonade with hot honey and a chili lime rim. Cheers to Mickey's Not So Scary. That sip, I definitely only got the chili lime rim with the lemonade, but it tasted really good, but we definitely have to give it a stir. Luckily, I got an extra fork, so we could do that. All the hot honey is on the bottom. There we go. We're mixing it all up now. Now we're in business. If you like a spicy margarita, you will love this. And I really like this hot honey lemonade. It sounds weird, but if you think about it, it is very similar in a way to a spicy margarita. And I knew I was going to think this when I saw this on the menu. I was going to think, wow, I wish I could put some tequila in there. And sure enough, after tasting it, yeah, I definitely wish they could throw some tequila in there because, first of all, I could use it being up all night from this party, but it would also taste so good in here. I don't know, maybe with the Pirates Bar opening soon, maybe we could walk over there and toss some tequila in here. Definitely not, because I don't think they let you take alcohol out of there. But this would be even better with some tequila, but I actually like it without as well. So it's a good little drink. It's a little refreshing. It's a little spicy. The rim is great. I enjoy it. Well, since we were right next to Pecos Bill's, I decided to stop in here next to pick up a couple things. They have two things that I wanted to try, but after picking them both up, I am a little bit scared to try these buzzard wings. So I think we're gonna warm up by trying these mini churros. These are the pumpkin pie mini churros. They are rolled in orange sugar and served with pumpkin pie dipping sauce. And I believe I have once again been duped by something here called pumpkin pie and it not actually being pumpkin pie flavored. I don't know. When you guys hear pumpkin pie mini churros, what do you think of? I personally think of a pumpkin pie flavored churro, or at least a churro rolled in pumpkin flavored sugar. That's how they would do it at Disneyland. They would not take the cheap route out over in Disneyland and just roll it in orange sugar. They would actually throw some pumpkin pie spice in that sugar, but I guess that's on me. I didn't read the description before purchasing it, but yeah, we've just got some regular mini churros rolled in orange sugar served with some pumpkin dipping sauce, so hopefully the dipping sauce is good. We'll go for a dunk in that pumpkin dipping sauce, and I guess we'll see how it tastes. Okay, the churro doesn't taste like a normal Disney churro. Like, at least the churro is enjoyable itself. Like, it's not that hard, crunchy, cardboardy kind of churro that you usually get at Disney World. Like, the inside is actually kind of soft, and the outside is kind of crunchy. So the churro itself is enjoyable. This pumpkin dipping sauce has no pumpkin flavor at all. Like, I taste no pumpkin. It just tastes like regular frosting. Why have our first two pumpkin flavored things of the Halloween season not been the best or had great pumpkin flavor? You know, first the pumpkin funnel cake and now the pumpkin churros. They're not hitting those pumpkin notes that I want. I'm gonna have to stop and get a pumpkin cream cold brew from the Main Street Bakery on the way out of this park tonight to get my pumpkin fix, because I'm not getting it from these holiday treats. But now for the truly terrifying buzzard wings, which are whole fried chicken wings tossed with grilled onions, jalapenos, and lime. The very first thing I noticed upon picking up these wings here was whatever this is here. On the end of this here wing, it either looks like a toenail or the end of a feather. Actually, there is some type of nail on that one. I don't know what that is. There's some type of weird pointy thing on the end of this wing coming from both directions, and it is creeping me the heck out. I actually cannot even really look at it. It is disgusting me. The second thing I noticed was the pile of liquid in the bottom of this bowl. Now, it says it's tossed in like onions and jalapenos and lime. It doesn't mention any strange liquid or sauce. So what is this liquid on the bottom of the bowl? It cannot just be lime juice because it's like red. Is it chicken juice? Is it fryer oil? I genuinely have no idea, and I am truly, because I don't want to eat these. I really, I'm like hyping myself up, guys. I'm gonna do it. I cannot eat the wing with the toenail. I cannot do that one. Oh my god, they're so soggy. They're so soggy. Oh my god, whose idea was this? They are just like falling. I need to have a napkin ready. Okay, the flavor, I guess, isn't as bad as they look. I just cannot, this toenail is just looking me right in the eyes here. I don't know if it's a toenail or what it is, but it just looks like it, so it's freaking me the heck out. You know what, the toppings taste like toppings that would sit on like a toppings bar for like hamburgers like they used to have, that are just like thrown on here. They just got like pico de gallo and like jalapenos and onions. This is like so random, and the wings are so soggy. What are these? I don't know. I am just like so confused by the vision of these wings here. Yeah, this is an absolute no for me. Just by the looks of this, the texture, the gummy, like, skin on the outside. I need a wing to be crispy. I'm just like covering this thing that I think is a nail. I need a wing to be crispy, and if it's not crispy, I don't want it. These are not, so therefore I cannot have it amongst everything else. So I would not recommend you get these. I was making my way across the park, and then I remembered they have specialty spring rolls at the spring roll cart this year, but I don't think they are new. I believe they actually had these at the Friar's Nook last year, but over at the Adventureland spring roll cart, which actually closes right as the fireworks are starting, they have spicy pork spring rolls. These are served with a pineapple mustard, and one thing I found interesting is that they are still serving the cheeseburger spring rolls, and you could actually get 1 and 1. So if you wanted to mix them up and get 1 cheeseburger spring roll and 1 spicy pork spring roll, you are able to do that during the party. Oogie Boogie is singing on that stage right now, but I want to dig into these spring rolls here. I believe I did have these last year, but I can't remember what I thought of them, so this is going to be like a whole new experience for me. I really can't remember at all, guys, but they're feeling crispy, they're looking greasy. It's kind of exactly what I want from a theme park spring roll, so let's see how they are. We're going to try it without the sauce, and then we'll try it with the sauce. I am so confused as to what the heck is inside of this spring roll, because all I'm tasting is like a little bit of spice and then warm pineapple, but not like a pleasant warm pineapple, but an unpleasant warm pineapple. And there's also like not a lot of filling in here. There's just a lot of rolled up spring roll wrapper. Can you see that on the bottom? That's like just spring roll wrapper there. So there's not a lot of filling, and the filling that is in there is warm pineapple. But let's see how it tastes with the pineapple dipping sauce. Yeah, that's not good. It's just eating warm pineapple with like crushed pineapple. That's so disappointing, because I feel like there are so many amazing things they could put in this spring roll that would be amazing. There's so many ideas I've given them. Like, I want them to do a breakfast spring roll, bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. So bad. The potential, it's there. But this ain't it. This is not it. I don't know if they went chorizo in here or what, but the flavor is so off. Yeah, I'd say after those weird wings from Pecos, this is probably the second worst thing, which is so surprising because I usually love the spring rolls. Cheeseburger ones and the pepperoni pizza ones are good too, but these are not it. Well, we have officially ventured into Tomorrowland, and I wanted to pick up this really delicious sounding banana dulce de leche cake from the lunching pad, but they unfortunately ran out after I waited like 15 minutes to pick it up from mobile order. So we're gonna skip that because we have to, and we're gonna head over to Cosmic Rays for another little sweet treat. Now, I would get a couple other things from Cosmic Rays, but pretty much everything else is a repeat from things they've had in the past. I do enjoy the terrifying twice spiced chicken sandwich. It's like a hot honey chicken sandwich with some jalapeno poppers on it. So since pretty much everything from Cosmic Rays is a repeat, I'm gonna get the one thing that is not a poisoned apple slushie. This is a frozen apple cider topped with cinnamon whipped cream and sour gummy candy. Wow, guys, what an absolutely rough showing from Tomorrowland tonight. I don't think I've ever had such awful mobile ordering experiences than I did tonight from the lunching pad and Cosmic Rays. I waited, I think, about 20 minutes from each place, except at the lunching pad I waited 20 minutes for them to tell me they didn't have the thing I waited for. So at least we do have our slushie here, although it doesn't really look as promised. But we've got our cinnamon whipped cream. We've got one gummy worm on top. The apple cider slush is green, which I expected it to be more like brown, but I hope it was worth the wait. And it's a party up here in Cosmic Rays. They got a DJ and everything. I hope this is good. No frills. I mean, this tastes exactly as described. It tastes exactly like an apple cider slush. So if you enjoy like sparkling cider, you will probably really enjoy this drink here. It's pretty good. Want to try the whipped cream now? That whipped cream is actually really, really good. I feel like that's what stands out in this drink. It makes it a little different. I feel like it'd be really good if I kind of got the slush with the whipped cream. Let me try and do that. There's like not enough, so it's like hard to kind of stir together. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the bite right there. Worth the wait? Absolutely not. But is it tasty? Absolutely. And you know, you don't want like warm apple cider or anything because it's way too hot out here. Even in the fall months, even though it's not fall, it's still August. But this hits the spot, honestly. I didn't expect much, but it's pretty good. And we got a gummy worm. It's like a reward. To round out the evening, our last stop of the night is going to be on Main Street at Casey's Corner for a final sweet treat. I decided to close out the night with the candy corn verine. This has layers of salted caramel ganache with marshmallow panna cotta and whipped cream topped with caramel corn and candy corn. I've met up with Maria and she told me this candy corn looks like cheese. And I'd have to agree.
It's like layers of cheddar, Swiss, and a creme fraiche at the top.
We've got some creme fraiche at the top, maybe some sour cream.
Oh yeah.
But it does totally look like a yellow cheddar in the middle there. I have to agree. But I like candy corn a lot. Do you guys like candy corn? I feel like so many people hate it. I like candy corn. So I haven't had a candy corn yet this year either. So first candy corn of the season, you guys are witnessing it. Okay, let's dig all the way to the bottom. Oh, did I just hit something crunchy or was that just the bottom of the cup? I don't know. It looks even more like cheese as I pull it out.
Oh, it looks like mac and cheese.
It does look like cheese sauce on the bottom. I actually love this. This is really good.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like corn.
Like popcorn?
No, it tastes like corn. Like sweet corn.
Oh,
and then the bottom is like a thick caramelly kind of consistency. Wait, I almost didn't get this, guys. I only got this because they were sold out of the banana cake and I was like, I gotta get another sweet treat here to make up for it. But the center is like a corn-flavored panna cotta, like a corn-flavored moussey kind of consistency, which I usually don't like panna cotta. So I'm very surprised that I like this. It's like the consistency that I don't enjoy, but the flavor is so good that I don't mind it. And then the bottom is like a thick, almost caramel. I'm so shocked. You gotta get a spoon and try this.
Like a corn souffle. Have you ever had a corn souffle?
And this might be one of the best things I've tried all night. I can't stop eating this. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I really thought that this was not gonna be good. The only thing I'll say, I know we've got like the candy corn and the caramel corn on top. I wish this had like a crunchy layer in the center. I wish we had a little bit of a crunch in the center because I'm a big texture person. But the flavors of this, get in here, Maria, try this.
I'm not about to eat mac and cheese.
It's not cheese.
I bet it tastes like a corn souffle. That's like a popular thing.
They had like corn ice cream all the time, but they don't have it this year.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Right?
What in the world?
It's like a...
It tastes at all like candy corn. What would you...
It's like, and that caramel on the bottom, it's so thick and like... It's so good.
It's really good and unique. It almost tastes like a corn souffle.
Yes.
Like, you know when you go to a fancy restaurant and it's not flan, like you know, like a
panna cotta. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just so surprised because I really did not expect this.
And I do agree. If they had popcorn basically all kind of crunched up as
Or
a
even like
layer.
graham crackers.
Yeah.
Some type of crunch in between the layers.
That is absolutely worth coming and finding and getting. Who would have thought? The mac and cheese.
I don't know. At Casey's Corner too. You think you're getting a hot dog? No. Come for the candy corn vereen. Well, with that, we have officially eaten our way through Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2025. Before we head out for the night, I want to talk about the best and the worst things that I ate this evening. We'll start off the list with the first thing that we tried tonight, those cake pops. I thought both of them were very enjoyable. I liked both the Jack and the Sally cake pop. I thought both of them could have, of course, used some more filling, but for the most part, I thought they were both really good. The Sally one was just a little bit better though. Also, the shocker of the evening, that poutine, the Cajun poutine from Golden Oak Outpost with the crawfish and the andouille sausage. I had very low expectations for that because we were getting a crawfish dish from a quick service stand in the Magic Kingdom, which usually doesn't have the best reputation. And I thought it was really good. And you guys heard a real review from someone from Louisiana, and he said it was good, so it's got to be pretty legit. I thought the flavors were on point. It was very tasty. And we'll round the best list out with another surprise of the evening, that candy corn vereen. I almost didn't get it, but it was really, really good. If you enjoy any type of corn flavor, I think you'll really like that. That caramel ganache on the bottom was excellent. Now, there were, of course, a lot of things in between best and worst that were just like a little bit disappointing, in those churros, in that funnel cake. A couple of things that were just like disappointing that I expected a bit more from. But if we're talking worst of the evening, I've got to start off with those buzzard wings from over at Pecos Bill. They didn't look right. The texture was off. It was just all around not a good experience looking at or eating whatever those wings were. And another thing I really did not enjoy, probably those pork spring rolls. Really big letdown because I love the spring rolls, but I really did not enjoy those ones. I wouldn't get them if I was coming to the party. Now, I know we talked about all of the party food tonight, but I gotta say, a lot of times the food at the party just, it's not great. You gotta think, the food here at the party is just meant to be here for, what is it, 25 nights of the party, or however many parties there are, so they're not really, putting their all into it, so it's never really super impressive to me personally. So instead of fully planning to snack around the party like I did tonight, I do recommend just kind of planning to get maybe 2 or 3 things from the party. I definitely always recommend eating a meal beforehand, before you come into the party. I think Steakhouse 71 is a great place to do that. Also, Wailulu at the Polynesian. Head to Steakhouse 71 at the Contemporary or Wailulu, grab a quick meal at one of those places, and then you can take the monorail or just walk right over to the Magic Kingdom after. You'll have a belly full, you'll have a good meal in ya, and then go through the menus, plan to get maybe like 2 or 3 snacks, take those snacks on the go. You don't want to spend your precious party time eating too many snacks that are usually going to be pretty average. You don't want to spend too much party time eating too many big meals, because you don't have that much time at the party, and the entertainment at this party is so good. So hopefully this video helps you plan what snacks you are gonna get when you come to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. As you know, in today's video, we covered only the party exclusive food, but there is still food here in Magic Kingdom, Halloween food here in Magic Kingdom that you could get without a party ticket. So I will be back in just a few days to cover all of that. So make sure you guys keep an eye on the channel to catch that video. As always, thank you so much to everyone over on Patreon. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much to everyone that I met today. I appreciate all of you guys, and thank you to everyone for watching this video. As always, if you appreciate honest Disney food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and see you in the next one. Bye.